Venla is 5 years older than her cousin Cora. Write an equation for the age of Venla, V, when Cora is K years old. Okay, so Venla is 5 years older than Cora. So K, which is the age of Cora, plus 5 years is equal to V. Okay, this is the age of Venla. This is the age of Cora. And Cora plus 5 equals the age of Venla. Okay, K plus 5 equals V. K plus 5 equals V. How old is okay. You can also express it in a different way. You can also express it this way. We can say Venla's age minus 5 equals Cora's age. This is the age of Cora. This is the age of Venla, and if we subtract 5 years from the age of Venla, we get the age of Cora. Okay, so there are two ways to express this difference as an equation. How old is Cora when Venla is 18 years old? Okay, so now we need to plug in Venla's age. Let's use this equation. So if V equals 18, Venla's age is 18, so I plug in 18 instead of V. So the equation is K plus 5 equals V. And I need to isolate the K because I want to know what Cora's age is. So in this equation, to isolate the K, I need to subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. So on the left hand side, I'm left with K, because K plus 5 minus 5 is K. And on the right hand side, I have 18 minus 5, which is 13. So K equals 13. Okay, and if I plug in the same number 18 in this equation, I get 18 minus 5 equals K, or 13 equals K. So either way, K is 13. Cora's age is 13 years. Good. Next question. Let me copy this to the board. Three different golfers played a different number of holes today. Rory played 9 holes and had a total of 42 strokes. Okay, so Rory played 9 holes and had a total of 42 strokes. Alicia played 18 holes and had a total of 79 strokes. Ricky played 27 holes and had a total of 123 strokes. Which golfer had the lowest number of strokes per hole? So I need to, okay. So, let's see. So Rory, this is a number of holes. This is the number of strokes. For Rory, it is 9 holes and 42. For Alicia, is 18 holes and 72 strokes. And for Ricky, is 27 holes and 123 strokes. Okay, so let's calculate Rory's ratio of strokes per hole. Okay, so 9 to 42. I need to bring it down to 1, so I divide 9 by 9, and 42 divided by 9 is 9 goes into 36 4 times. 4 times 9 is 36, and we have a remainder of 6. So this is 4 and 6 ninths. This is the ratio for Rory. 4 and 6 ninths. Ratio. For every one hole, we made 4 and 6 ninths strokes. For Alicia, to go from 18 to 79, I need to divide 18 by 18, so I can tell what the ratio of 1 is. Just a second. Maybe there's a simpler way to do it, because here we have 9, 18, and 27. So I can leave this ratio, and then I can divide, or I can multiply this ratio by 2. I think it will be simpler. Yeah, let's try to bring everything to 27. Okay. Okay, so to go from 9 to 27, I multiply 9 times 3. So Rocky's ratio, to go from 42, to go from 42 to 100, no, so, okay, sorry. So I need to multiply 42 times 3 as well to know the ratio of Rory with the same number of holes as Vicky's. So the ratio of Rory is 27 to, now I need to multiply 42 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 4 is 12. So Rory's ratio is 27 to 126. I want to know the lowest number of strokes per hole. Okay, so Rory's ratio is worse than Ricky's. Ricky has a better ratio of strokes per hole because he has only 123 to 27 holes compared to 126 strokes compared to 127. Okay, now let's calculate Alicia's ratio. So to go from 18 to 27, I need to multiply 18 by 1.5. Okay, because 18 plus 9 is 27. 9 is 1/2 of 18, so 18 times 1.5 is 27. So Alicia's ratio is 27 to, and now I need to multiply 79 times 1.5. 79 times 15, and then I will add the decimal point. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 4 is 39. Cross out this, and 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 7 is 7. Now I add 5. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 times 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 7 is 11. Then I need to add the decimal point because I multiplied by 1.5, so I shift the decimal point one place to the left. So Alicia's ratio is 27 to 118.5, which is the best ratio. She has the lowest number of strokes per holes. So Alicia is the right answer. Let's see if we are correct. Yes, good. Next question. Let me erase the board. Identify the shape that can be formed using the following net. So this is a net of a cube. Okay, so the only cube I see here is A, and this is Hedra something, but obviously it is not the right sphere for this net because we don't have any triangles here, and also the square triangle and the square pyramid, there are no triangle faces in this net, so the only option is A. Okay. Okay, Kenzie makes quilts from blue and purple pieces of fabric. The diagram shows the ratio of blue pieces to purple pieces. Okay. So, okay, the table shows the number of purple pieces and the number of total pieces that Kenzie will make on 2 of her quills. Based on the ratio, complete the missing values in the table. Okay. Okay, so let's see, blue, purple, and total. Okay, so the ratio is 3 to 5, and the total pieces is 8. Okay, so the first quilt, we have a total number of pieces which is 56. So to go from 8 to 56, we multiply by 7. So we need to multiply, and so to go from the number of purple pieces, we need to multiply by 7 as well. So we have 35 purple pieces for quilt A, and as for quilt B, we know that on the purple pieces we go from 5 to 20, which means that we multiplied by 4. This is multiplication sign, okay, multiplied by 4 to go from 5 to 20. And to know the total number of pieces, we multiply 8 times 4, which is 32. Okay. Okay, so for quilt A we have 35 purple pieces, and for quilt B we have 32 total pieces. Good. Next question. Look at the image below. What is the area of the triangle? So we know the base is 12. The base of the triangle is 12. And we know the height is 4. And we know that the area of the triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. So the area of this triangle is 1/2 times the base, which is 12, times the height, which is 4. 1/2 of 12 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, so the area of this triangle is 24 units squared. Okay, a coordinate map of the local mini-golf course is shown below. The T on the first hole is located at point -9, -7, -9 and -7 on the y-axis. So this is -9, this is -7. The hole, the T on the first hole is located at the point -9, -7, okay. The hole is located at the point -5, -7, -5, -7. Okay, how far is the T from the hole? So the distance between -5 and -9 is 4 units. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 units. Okay, so the distance between -5, this is 0, so we have -6, -7, -8, and -9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. To go from -5 to -9, we go 4 steps. The use my toolbar. Mark baked brownies in the brownie pan shown below. Each day he is going to eat 20 square centimeters of brownie from the pan. How many days does Mark have brownies before they run out? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is a trapezoid. One way to calculate is without using the formula for the area of trapezoid is to separate the area to a rectangle and two triangles, because we haven't learned yet the formula for calculating the area of the trapezoid, so we can do it like so. So okay, so the area, this area, okay, is 29 times 20, which is 580. Right? Yes, 29 times 2 is 58, and we add a 0, so we have 580. So 580, this is the area of the rectangle. Now, what we have left for the two bases of triangles is 41 minus 29, which is 12. And the height, so each base, if we divide 12 by 2, so each base of these triangles is 6. So each triangle has an area of 1/2 times 6 times, which is the base of the triangle, times 20, which is the height of the triangle. So 1/2 times 6 is 3. 3 times 20 is 60. And so we have 60 for the area of the triangle. And we have two of these triangles, so we have another 60. So in total we have 580 plus 60 for this triangle and another 60 for this triangle. Let's see that I made this calculation right. 41 minus 29 is 12. The distance between 30 and 40 is 10. We have one here and one here, so it's 12. And if we split this difference between these two triangles, the base of each triangle is 6, and the area of each triangle is 1/2 times 6 times the height of the triangle, which is 20. So 3 times 20 is 60, and we have two of these triangles, so that is correct. Okay, so 0, 8 plus 6 is 14, 14 plus 6 is 20, 2 plus 5 is 700. So 700 is the total area. Okay. So 700 is the total area of the pen. Okay, so the total area of the pen is 700 square, what, centimeters? Yes. And it's 20 square, who is Mark? Mark eats 20 square centimeters each day. So if we divide 700 by 20, we get the number of days that he has brownies left for. So 20, it's 35. 20 goes into 70 3 times. 3 times 20 is 60. Subtract, we are left with 10. Bring down to 0. 20 goes into 100 5 times. So the answer is 35 days. The hanger image below represents a balanced equation. Find the value of n that makes the equation true. Okay, so we see that on the left-hand side of the hanger, we have 16. And this equals these two parts here, which is n plus 10. So the value of n, to isolate the n, so we know its value, we need to subtract 10 from both sides of the equation. So on the left hand side we have 16 minus 10 equals, and on the right hand side we have n plus 10 minus 10. So this cancels each other. So we are left with 16 minus 10 equals n, which is 6 equals n. So n equals 6. So if we add here 6, you see that 10 plus 6 is 16, so we are correct. n equals 6. Distribute to create an equivalent expression with the fewest symbols possible. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6, minus 2 times 8 is 16, y. Okay. So 6 minus 16, y. Which point is located at minus 8.95? Okay, so this is minus 9. So obviously A is closest to 9. So A is the point. And it is to the right of 9. Okay, so each hash mark is 1/10. So this is, let me copy this to the board so I can write or draw on the screenshot. Okay, so this here is minus 8.1, and this hash mark here is minus 8.2, and so on. This one is minus 8.3. So C is between minus 1 and minus 8.1 and minus 8.2, so it's about minus 8.15. And B is 4, this is 5, so B is minus 8.45, and A is closest to minus 9, so A is the right answer. Point A. Okay. Okay, so PEMDAS. We first evaluate parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication and division, then addition and subtraction. So first we evaluate the parentheses, and within the parentheses we have exponents. So 3/4, open parentheses, 2 to the power of 3 is 8, because 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so 2 to the power of 3 is 8, plus 4 squared is 16, because 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, now we need to distribute 3/4 for each number in the parentheses, right? So 3/4 times 8 plus 3/4 times 16. Okay, so this can be simplified. 4 divided by 4 is 1, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So this equals 3 times 2 is 6, plus this also simplifies. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. So 6 plus 12 is 18. Verify that I have not made a mistake. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. 4 squared is 16. You can also evaluate the parentheses first. So 3/4 of 8 plus 16. 8 plus 16. 8 plus 16 is 24. So 3/4 times 24. Yeah, this simplifies. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So 3 times 6 is 18. Yeah. So the answer is 18. Mafalda has a save percentage of 0.738 so far this hockey season. Last season, her save percentage was 0.585. How much has Mafalda's save percentage improved? Okay, so 0.738 minus the difference between this percentage and this percentage is, we need to subtract 585. So 8 minus 5 is 3. 3 minus 8, we need to borrow 1, regroup. So 3 becomes 13 and 7 becomes 6. 13 minus 8 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. So 0.1153. Let me add 0.153 plus go back to 0.738. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. 2 plus 5 is 7. 0. So yeah. So this checks out. So this is the correct answer. 0.153 is the improvement in Mafalda's safe percentage. 0.153. Which of the following inequalities are correct? Choose all answers that apply. A. 0 is greater than negative 9.5. That is correct, because on the number line, of course, 0 is to the right of minus negative 9.5, so 0 is definitely greater than negative 9.5. Negative 9.5 is not greater than 0 because it's to the left of 0, and minus 9.5 is less than minus 9. That is correct, because minus 9 is here, and minus 9 minus 9 is greater than minus 9.5, so C is also correct. Okay, so A and C are correct. Which of the following inequalities is correct? Minus A is less than B. Minus A is the opposite of A, and minus A is 1, 2, 3, 4 hash marks to the left of the 0. So minus A is the opposite. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is minus A. It's 4 hash marks to the right of the 0. So minus A is greater than B because minus A is to the right of B. So option A is not correct. A is greater than 0. This is also not correct because we see that 0 is to the right of A, so 0 is greater than A. So option B is not correct. Minus A is greater than minus C. Oh, okay. Minus A is here, and minus C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hash marks to the right of the 0. So minus C is the opposite. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hash marks to the left of the 0. Okay, so this is minus C. So minus A is indeed greater than minus C. Choose one answer, so the answer is C. Jane earns money walking dogs on the weekends. Jane charges $5 for each dog she walks. Complete the table for the given ratio. So we have the number of dogs, X, and charge in dollars, Y. So $1, $5. For one dog, $5. For 3 dogs, so we need to multiply by 3. So to go from 1 to 3, we multiply by 3. So we multiply 5 times 3 is 15. And to go from 1 to 5, so here we multiplied by times 3. 1 times 3 is 3, and 5 times 3 is 15. Here on the 5, we need to multiply by 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So 5, 15, and 25. Plot the ordered pairs x and y from the table to on the following graph. Okay, so so first is already plotted. For one dog on the x-axis, she gets $5. For 3 dogs, she gets $15. And for 5 dogs, she gets 25. Okay, so 3, 15, 1, 5. So we have straight line going from each point to the next. Okay, what have I done? Okay, 5, 15, 25. So 3, 15, and 5, and 25. Good. What is the coefficient of the term 12p in the expression 12p plus 9q? So the coefficient is 12. Evaluate the expression. Okay, for x equals 2. Okay, so x to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 2, x squared, when x equals 2, so 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 squared. So 2 to the power of 5 is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, times 2. 8 times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So 2 to the power of 5 is 32, divided by 4, which is 8. Okay, so the answer is 8. X to the power of 5 is 32. X squared is 4. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. And the last question. I will have to take this exam, this test, once more because I had 2 mistakes. Nonetheless, I want as few mistakes as I can get. Okay, select the quadrant on or axis where each ordered pair is located on a coordinate plane. Okay, so let's draw the coordinate plane. So this is the 0, and this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. Okay, so minus 3, let's see, this is minus 3 on the x-axis, and let's say this is minus 9. Not minus 9. 9, positive 9 on the y-axis. So this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. So minus 3 and 9 will be somewhere here if this is the 9. So this is on the second quadrant. Here. 6 on the x-axis and minus 6 on the y-axis, it will be somewhere here. Okay, so this is quadrant 4, 6 on the x and -6 on the y. And for the last order pair, we have 0 on the x and -1.5 on the y, -1.5 on the y-axis. So this is it's on the y-axis. Okay, this is the y-axis and the point is here. So it's not on the x-axis because this is the x-axis, and the point is underneath the x-axis, and it's located right on the y-axis. So okay, so -3 and 9 is quadrant 2. 6 and -6 is quadrant 4. And 0 and -1.5 is on the y-axis. Good. Okay, so I've leveled down 2 skills. Which skills are there? Or did I lose points? Wow, this is a long list of skills. But it doesn't show where. This is strange. Oh, okay. Graphing basic inequalities. Okay. So here is where I lost points. Wow, not tested 124 skills. Some skills from the course did not appear on this challenge. Retake the challenge for a chance to level up on those skills. Okay, I will, because I had 2 mistakes. And on the next video, I will take this challenge again. Let's see the score. So I improved the score by 3 points compared to the first time I took it without learning. So it's kind of absurd, but nonetheless I have learned a lot during these 4 months since I first took this challenge. So I will take this challenge again, and this will be on the next video.